So you want to make a KitPVP, don't you? Well, I can't promise that your KitPVP is going to look anywhere near like this one, but you can make it look like this if you build it like that. I'm just promising that you will learn all the commands to making a kill and death counter, making a kit shop, making a PvP area like this one in a matter of seconds, and being able to do whatever you want in your PvP server. Like always, we're going to need to first create the world. If you already have the world created, then good for you. Just make sure that your game mode is set onto creative. Go ahead and put it on peaceful, easy, normal, whatever. Name it whatever you want. I'm gonna name it KitPVP. Then go to your advanced tab. If you want a flat world, go ahead and make it a flat world. Go ahead and make sure you turn on show coordinates, as we want to have coordinates displayed on our top left. We're also going to turn off TNT and fire spreads, as I personally don't like that. We're going to set the respawn radius to 0, as we want people to spawn exactly on the block that we tell them to respawn on. We're also going to turn on immediate respawn, so no one's just hiding on the respawn screen. Next up, we're going to go ahead and go into our cheats section. Turn on cheats, go ahead and change the settings to however you want it. I'm going to turn off mob spawning and mob griefing, as I personally don't like that. I'm also going to turn off the weather cycle for right now, as I don't want the weather to be getting in my way. Next up, all you have to do is go ahead and just create your world. Once you load into your world, you should see that you spawn at 0, 0 at the top left. You will also see a half-completed KitPVP server, a kit shop over there, a normal shop, and Zeus the Greek God. You may also see that above my hotbar, where I have my cooked chicken and my iron sword, you will see my gamer tag, cash, kills, and deaths. Now, I'm about to be a big gamer, so I'm gonna kill Zeus the Greek God, just like so. And as you can see, cash went up by 50, kills went up by 1, and Zeus's deaths went up by 1, because he's just bad at the game. Where am I? Oh my gosh. Zeus, I know what it looks like. I didn't mean to kill you. It was just a simple mistake, you see? I just... please spare me. I have a family. Now, since I died, I got one more death added to my death counter down below. So now I have 50 cash, 1 kill, and 1 death right above my HUD, as you see. Now, to make something like this, we're going to be making this command system right over here. But before we do that, we're going to be making some ground commands so we could knock off and fix some problems that we're going to have down the road. So to start off, open up your commands and type in /game rule, command block output, false. So what that's going to do is make any command block to activate not spam in your chat like so, because we don't want something like that happening. Now we're also going to do another command, /game rule, send command block feedback false, and this is going to do the exact same thing, but anytime a command goes directed to a player, it won't also spam their chat. The next thing what you want to do is give ourselves a command block, so give out s command block, and then we're also going to create a tag. So /tag at s add op. Now what this is going to do is add a tag to us that's going to make us an operator. You can name the OP whatever you want. You can name it an admin or owner. Just make it and give it to yourself. And if you want to give it to other players that are helping you out, just type in their username and they'll have the tag too. Now that we have our ground commands done, we can go ahead and start working on our kill and death system. So I have myself over here to go ahead and replace Zeus, as Zeus doesn't really want to talk to us anymore. So go ahead and get your command block and create a little line about 6 blocks going, that's 6 blocks? No, 7 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, create something just like this over here. And make sure all these arrows are facing the same direction. So I'm just going to destroy this, as I'm not going to type out all the commands again. I already have them typed out. So go ahead, open up your first command block at the end of this line that's facing this direction, so the start actually. And open it up and type in /scoreboard player set at a bracket scores equals curly bracket alive equal exclamation mark 2 curly bracket, bracket, alive, 0. Then go ahead and put that on repeat, and don't put it on always active yet. You can, I mean, I actually think nothing's stopping you. Next up, go into the next command after that. Put it on a chain, unconditional, always active. Open up the command and type in /scoreboard, players, set, @e, type equals player alive 1. And make sure it looks just like this. All commands are going to be in the description for you to copy and paste. Just make sure they all look like this and are copied letter by letter and will be set to, and good to go. Next command will be /execute @a scores equal curly bracket alive equals 0 curly bracket bracket run scoreboard players add @p in a radius equal 125. Then whatever you're going to name your money or your currency, whatever type is going to be named, put it in here, and then the amount that you want your player to gain, how much they want to gain. If you don't want to add a currency to the kill count from whenever a player gets killed, they gain cash, you can just skip this command completely and replace this with the next command. And then the radius right here, the r equals 125, is the radius. So this is 125 blocks from the player that gets killed. So the reason I have it as 125 is because with bows, they can go all the way up to 120 blocks. So just to make sure, I have 5 blocks over for anyone that gets killed with a bow. Now, your next command after that one is going to be /execute @a scores, same thing as the other one. Run scoreboard players add @p 125 blocks in a radius of the closest player, kills 1. Now, kills is going to be your dummy. If you're going to want to name your kills something else, then you can switch it out. It's the same as the other one. We're going to be making scoreboards, so this is just going to be whatever you want to name it. It's just a placeholder. Then the next command is going to be /scoreboard players add @a scores equal curly bracket alive equals 0 curly bracket then normal bracket deaths 1. So this is going to be whenever a player dies, they will get a death. Pretty simple. It's a little weird, but it's gonna work. /x for the next command, go ahead and do /execute @a scores equal curly bracket alive equals 0 curly bracket bracket run play sound random.orb @p tilde 102. So all this is doing is making a little sound effect whenever we kill a player. If you want to change out the sound, you can check out this video that I have that has every single sound, and you can go ahead and switch this sound over here, random orb, with any sound in the game. Then our final command here is going to be /scoreboard players set @a scores equal curly bracket alive equals 0 curly bracket then normal bracket alive 2. Alright, then make sure all these chains are unconditional and always active, and then we're set and good to go. Our next thing is going to be this command over here, which is going to be /execute as @a run /title raw @s action bar. And then all of this stuff, right, that follows after it. I know it's a lot. I will explain how to add and do all this stuff in a second. But what this is currently doing is creating that little thing that's down here that says my name, the cash, the kills, and the deaths. Now, for this thing to work, we're going to need to create our cash, kills, and deaths first. So to do that, open up your chat and type in /scoreboard, objectives, add, and then the objectives. So your currency, whatever you want to name it, type it in. I have cash as my currency, so I'm going to type in cash. But whatever you want to name it, if you want to name it money, go ahead and name it money. If you want to name it banana, go ahead and name it banana. So I'm going to make a banana currency. So there we go. Bananas has been added as one of my currency types. Then I'm also going to go ahead and add a alive dummy. So do the same command, but make alive, as that's going to make this system over here work. Then you also want to go ahead and add your kills dummy. If you change the name for kills, then go ahead and make it the same as you have it in this command, I believe. Yes. Go ahead and make the same as that. And then for the final one, go ahead and make it deaths and then dummy. And make sure it's the exact same as the one that you named it over here. Now, once that's all done, we also want to have it add 0 to every player that joins the game. If you don't have this added, then when a player joins the game, the numbers down below, 51 and 1, will be blank. And you don't really have to add this. It's kind of optional, but I like it, so it starts off as 0, 0, 0. It just looks prettier. So go ahead and create 3 command blocks side by side, just like so. Make sure they're all on repeat and always active, and type in /scoreboard players add @A, then your currency type, your money type, and then 0, and then for the kills, and then for the deaths as well. Then go all the way back to this command, and we're going to finish it off by typing in this command. Now, I'm not going to go word by word, and I honestly should stop going word by word, because that's taking up too much time. So just go ahead, copy in this command, go ahead and pause, or copy paste it from the description, and you'll be good. And once you go out of it, it should pop up down below with your name and everything, all the cash, kills, and deaths. Now, if you have a different currency, you're going to need to go right here where it says objective, and then right after it, go ahead and change it to a different currency. So, money. And then there you go. But say you want to go ahead and have money as your currency. So my objective that I created was called cash, but I want to name cash money. So I'm going to go to the thing here that says text and go up to this blue thing that said cash before, and then change it to money. Now if I look down below, it says money. I can go ahead and change that to whatever I want. So if I want to say diamonds or something, now it's going to say diamonds down below. But the objective name is still named cash. So I'm going to go ahead and change this back to cash. Just like so. Now, say I want to add one more thing right below deaths. To do that, we're going to go ahead and add another area. So delete the first few brackets, just like so. And then go ahead and create a new line. So put one more curly bracket, comma, another curly bracket, and then type in text. Quoted, quote, text, quote. And then colon, quote, and then space. Now this is going to say that we're going to add like a text, and it's going to be the item and the name that we're going to add. So we're going to do a \n, and what this is doing is basically adding a new space, so new space basically, and then we're going to say banana as our currency, because we created a currency called banana. So let's go ahead and make a currency for bananas, and then we're going to do a colon. Now this isn't colored. If you want to color it, then you're going to need a symbol key or a section. And to get that, you're either going to need to copy and paste it, or if you have a special keyboard, you can go ahead and just type it in. Just look for it. It's probably in your keyboard. If you don't have it, just copy and paste it in. And then you want to follow it up by a letter, and it will change the color. So just play around with it, and you can change the color of however you want it to be. So after the colon, make sure to add a space, or else the number is going to be right there on the colon. It's not going to look pretty. And then close it off with a quote and then a bracket. And if that's all you want to add, it's just the text, then finishing it off with another bracket and then a colon should go ahead and make it pop up. But it won't have any number following it. So to add a number following it, we first need to make sure the player has some bananas. So I'm going to add myself a banana. There we go, banana. I'm going to give myself 100 bananas. Okay, see, it won't pop up any because we don't have this finished. So go back into the command and remove the two brackets that we just added and switch it out with this. So add a colon and a curly bracket, and then a quote, score, and then quote, and then colon, and then a curly bracket, quote, name, quote, colon, quote, and then do a targeter, so like @s, or what you could do is put a star, which is this little thingy here, and then another quote, comma, oh my gosh, a quote, objective, then quote, colon, quote, and then your currency type that you just, or whatever thing that your other objective that you added, and then quote, and then close it off like so. So put two colons, a bracket, and a colon. So, oh my god, did I just call them colons? Those are curly brackets. So this is basically saying that the score that is named the banana objective is going to now pop up as the number down below. So there you go. Now we have 100 bananas. So now with all this system in place, anytime we go ahead and kill myself or another player, we will be gaining 150 cash and a kill. Just like so. And there you go. That's it. Now that we have our kill and death counter thing over there done, we can go ahead and make our kit shop. So over here, I have the archer kit for 50 cash. And if I open the shulker box, you can see it's the archer kit with a leather helmet, some pants, boots, and a tunic, and a bow, and some cooked mutton. But they're all broken. Now, I'll show you why it's broken in a moment, but as you can see, we can't steal anything, so you can show the player what they're buying, but they can't steal it. But all items will be at full durability when they purchase it. So when I buy it, we lose 50 cash, I get a shulker box, and when I place the shulker box, you can see that we get our items, and they're all at full durability. Pretty neat. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to make another kit. So we're going to make a barbarian kit. So let's go ahead, delete all these items. I don't want it in my inventory. Make sure you grab yourself another command block by just typing in /give @s command block. Or you could be lazy like me and grab a command block, but you know. So go ahead, design yourself another little shop area. You can make it however you like. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same little design I have over here. Boom, boom. Okay, it looks pretty. We're going to also add a sign. We're going to call it Barb Kit for Barbarian. And we're going to also make it, you know what, we're going to make it 100 cash this time. So, oh, yeah, 100 cash. This just all makes it look pretty. Yep, it's #G. Alright, next up, you want to go ahead and make yourself a little area down below. Over here, I have another little area that's this shop. So we're just gonna clear out a little spot over here. Boop, 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 boop. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Oh, there goes my command block. We're just gonna go ahead and grab that one. And then you wanna go ahead and grab yourself a pressure plate and place it right below your kit shop. This is going to be what's activating the command block, so make sure whatever, if you're going to use a button or whatever other item you're going to be using, make sure that that pressure plate is activating this command block. So I'm going to place this command block right here, and then make sure this command block is facing the next 2 chain command blocks that you're going to be placing right after it. If you have impulse, just place it and then switch them to chain, or you just copy paste one. Alright, just like so. Alright, next up, you're going to go ahead and type in this command. I'm going to be lazy and just copy paste it. /scoreboard players remove @p scores equal, and then the price of your kit. So this kit, the barb kit, is going to cost 100. So I'm going to switch out these 50s with 100s. So 100 and 100, cash equal 100. So if you have a different currency, just go ahead and switch out this cash with money. But because my currency is cash, I'm going to be cash. And same goes for this cash over here. And then this command block is done. Next up, you're going to be doing the next command, which is this. I'm going to copy it and place it into here. /execute @p run structure load archer kit. But because I'm going to name this one barb kit, it's going to be barb kit and then ~1 . Alright. Next, what you want to do is go ahead and get this command here. Make sure this command block over here is on conditional and always active. Same with this chain command block. Make sure they're both on conditional, always active. If you don't do that, then someone can go onto this command block right here and purchase this kit without even spending any money. They can get it for free, technically. And we don't really want that, so make sure this is on conditional and always active, so it actually works too. So for your third command block, this one's optional. But if you want it to play a sound, all you have to do is do /playSound random.orb @p. And like before, I have this video over here that you can go ahead and make it any sound that you want. So if you want to change the sound, if you want to make it an ender dragon, go ahead, change it with an ender dragon. And the player will hear an ender dragon dying or something when they purchase their kit. Alright, next up, we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to quickly build myself a little base thing down here so I don't fall into the void. There we go. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a structure block. So that's this little thing right here. To get one of them, type in /give @s structure block, And there you go. And we're going to place it down wherever you want. Just go ahead, place it down. And go ahead and switch out the size to 1, 1, and 1. And make the offset 1. Alright. So now you got this little, like, floating box thing here that you can go through and whatnot. And if you don't know what this is, then I'll explain it in a moment. But if you do, then you probably know where we're going. What you're going to be doing is whatever you named your kit over here, Barb Kit, you're going to go ahead and type in that exact same name in this little section box over here. So Barb Kit. Make sure it's spelled exactly the same, because if you don't spell it correctly, then it's not going to work. So there you go. Now you have this little structure block. But before we go ahead and press save or do anything with this, we need to create our kit first. So go ahead, get yourself a shulker box. So I'm going to make the Barb Kit orange. There we go. And then go ahead and put whatever you want inside your Barb Kit. So, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to go ahead and give him an iron helmet, netherite axe. If you want to enchant your stuff, you can go ahead and either get an anvil and get yourself books. But personally, I don't really like doing that. So go ahead and just open up your command thing, hold the item that you want, and then type in /enchant at S, and then the enchantment that you want to add. So let me add sharpness. And there we go. Now I have sharpness on my axe. I can go ahead and add protection onto my armor, like so. Protection, protection, protection 3, protection 3. And there you go. Now I have enchanted items. And we can go ahead and close that up. We can also grab our shulker box and maybe rename it if we want. Barb Kit. You can also go ahead and color this if you went ahead and put one of those section keys and put in a letter or a number and get a pretty interesting color. Alright, now what we're going to do is grab our Barb Kit and we're going to drop it right in the middle of our structure block, like so. Now, open up your structure block and you can see it right there as your shulker box is now floating just like it is over there. What we're going to do is remove blocks over here on the left, and then we're just going to press save. So what that is doing is basically saving this little block right here into this block with a name as Barb Kit. So when this command block over here that is named /execute at @p-run structure load Barb Kit above 2 tilde, oh my gosh, why can't I say this? Tilde 1 tilde is basically going to load this item right above the player's head. So it's going to like spawn right there and they're going to basically instantly get it. So that's what we just made right there. Now, we're going to not just want to place our block right here, because, as you can see, they can just steal it. So, we're going to need to do one more process. You can skip this, but if you want the luxury of a player being able to look at the kit and be able to take it, well, be able to not take it, we're going to need to recreate this kit, but for every item, we need to go ahead and type in /give at S, and then the item. So I have a iron helmet above my head. So I'm gonna have to do /give iron helmet. Alright? And then, because I only have one iron helmet, I'm gonna type in 1, because this is how much it's gonna give me. And then I'm gonna type in a data value of 10,000. Alright? Now I'm just gonna enter that in. And now I just got myself a iron helmet at the value, a data value of 10,000. And because I did a data value of 10,000, it's basically broken. So if I did a data value of like, say 10 or something, you can see it lost some durability. Now the reason we made it broken at a data value of 10,000, basically negative 10,000 durability, is because we're going to make a clear command. So we're going to do a clear command of /clear, and then @a, and then the same thing of an iron helmet. Oh. Not an iron axe, an iron helmet with a data value of 10,000. So just copy that command and then place that into a command block. So now, anytime a player has a data value of a iron helmet with 10,000, so if I give myself a 10,000 helmet again, it just keeps getting deleted from my inventory. So just go ahead, make sure you turn off that command. Go ahead, grab your 10,000 helmet, enchant it the exact same way that you had your other iron helmet. So I had protection 3. There we go. And go ahead and place it into this command, this block over here. Now, as you can see, before you go ahead and take this, you could still go ahead and take the item, and if it was in here, it would get deleted, and now it's just gone from the kit. We don't really want that to happen. So to do that, to fix that, we're going to be adding one more thing. So grab another command block, and place it probably the same area down here, and get your shulker box and place it right above. Go ahead and place in your item. This is going to be the kit, and it's going to be teleporting over there. Now this is named shulker box. I can go ahead and name it barb kit. It will pop up over here like so. Over here it says shulker box, but if I named it barb kit, it would go ahead and switch out to barb kit. Just for the sake, I'm not going to rename it. So just go ahead and place down your shulker box over here. Now what you're going to do is grab a type in this command /clone ~1 ~1 tilde. So what this is doing is cloning the block right above it, and now what we're going to do is grab the coordinates of the block where we want it to teleport to. So to grab the coordinates, you're going to want to open up your chat and then copy the chords of that block. So block position and then copy chords. Now, if you don't have this neat little thing up here, what you want to do is go into your settings and then go all the way down to Creator, and in Creator, you'll see this little thing that you can click and turn on that will turn on that feature where you can copy in the chords. Now that we have the chords, we can go back to our command block and paste it into here, and if you can't paste, just go ahead and type it in, and then turn on this command. Now, it is going to be cloning over here. So now as we take it, we can see that we can get infinite helmets if we spam click. Now, we're just gonna go ahead and turn on this command, and now they'll get deleted. So now you're gonna have to do that for every other item. So your boots, your pants, your tunic, your weapon, anything that is going to be in your normal barb kit is going to need to be in this barb kit, but as a broken item at a value of 10,000. And now you may see, as we go ahead and create our kit, you may want to add an item like a potion. So while you're giving it to yourself, you're incredibly type in /give at s potion. And then you do 1 and then 10,000, and then gives you an error, as you see at the top left. So that is going to be a problem. You're not going to be able to add potions to your kit. Unless you want to add it, you can go ahead and add potions to your normal kit just by adding it through your inventory. So just grab a potion, and then putting it inside the normal kit, which would go ahead and be in this, into the thing that you throw into here. But if you want to add it into here, you sadly can't do that. That's the only problem with this little thing. So for those things, go ahead and put it into the shop that I will show you how to make in a moment. But so once you're done with all this, I'm pretty sure your shop should work now. So after that, go ahead, buy your kit, and there you go. I have myself a barb kit, and it should give you your items perfectly fine. They don't get deleted, and this over here is the same after you go ahead and put all your new items in there and make it look fancy. Decorate this as you want to, and everything should be good. Yes. Now we're going to be working on making our NPC shop. After a few minutes of off-camera killing. What, so you think you could just say that to my face, huh? You know what? Here, take these hands, huh? Yeah, get this axe. You're done for. You're done for. Yeah, keep my bunny's name out your fluffing mouth. I have finally earned the enough cash to purchase some items from our Mr. Grandpa Goofy Head. And if I were to turn on names, let me quickly do that, you would see that he is named Shop. Well, pretty interesting. And if I open up Mr. Shop, it says, what would you like to buy? I could buy potions, enchants, or a special. Let's say I want to buy a potion, so instant damage to one potion is 50 cash, so one potion. I was at 1,000 cash before. I now have a instant harming potion, and yeah. Let's say I want to go ahead and enchant my netherite axe, since I just bought it, and my iron sword is gone. So enchants, sharpness 1 is 50 cash too. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy sharpness 1. Oh, and there we go. Now we just bought sharpness 1, and our axe is now enchanted and we're down 50 more cash. Now, if we were to go into what would you like to buy in the special, there's nothing there. So we can't buy anything from special. I guess she's out of stock. Anyways, we're gonna go back into creative because creative, you get a different little dialogue thing and it looks a little different. You can change him into an owl or a construction worker. So we're just gonna switch him back to an old man. And what we're going to start off with is getting this guy. You may not have him. So to get him, you're gonna go ahead and type in the command /summon NPC. And now you'll have your own little villager-looking nerd person that you can go ahead and customize and turn into a robot if you wanted to. Now, go ahead and just grab a spawn egg. If you don't like where he's at, just, you can move him. Just like so. Just punch him in the face and get rid of him. Anyways, next up, you're gonna go ahead and get this guy, and name him whatever you like. Shop, there we go. And we're gonna go ahead and open up the Advanced Commands tab, where we can go ahead and add commands. And as you can see, we can go ahead and press Add Command to add a command, and we can add up to 6 commands here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there you go. And we can also press this button mode here, which will add a button. So if we go into here, we don't have that little clicking thing that we had before. So we can go ahead and press button mode, and it will add a button. So I'll just click button mode on all 6 of these real quickly, and I'm going pretty slow. There we go. And now we have 6 buttons that are all blank. If you want to change the names of the button, just go ahead and type in the name right here. So I'm going to type in swords. And then if we go on to here, press swords, it will go ahead and close, because we don't have swords doing anything. There's no command connected to swords. Now, the reason I have, the first few buttons going to, a different store is because we can only put 6 items in the shop. So, say you wanted to make a shop that has more than 6 items, well, then you're going to need to make this command with this button to take you to another shop. Which, to make another shop, we're going to need to make another NPC. So, over here, I have potions, I have enchants, and I have special, who is doing nothing. So, we're going to have other shops connected to this shop. So, to make that, go ahead and grab yourself an NPC, and then make yourself a little, another NPC area. So, I'm just going to go ahead and put my other NPC right here. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and open this guy up, and we're going to name him Swords. There we go. So, it's going to be the exact same name as this Swords, and we're going to go ahead and make that one go to this one. And so as you can see right now, it doesn't do that. Also, if you go ahead and customize these people, make sure they look the same, because when you go ahead and press swords, you don't want them to be going ahead and turning into a guy, unless that's what you want to do. I mean, you may have a robot that takes you to different shops. Who knows? Anyways, go ahead and open up this person, and then type in this command, which I'm going to copy from you, as I'm not typing out commands today. There we go. And type in this command. As you can see, it's /dialog open at our type equals NPC, then an x coordinate with the distance of the x coordinate, y coordinate, distance from the y coordinate, z coordinate, distance from the z coordinate, and then the number, and then at initiator. So basically, we're going to get the chords of this NPC that is over here. So to grab your chords, just go to the NPC, find the block that the NPC is on. So I'm going to look at this block right here, open up your chat, make sure you have this thing on. If you didn't have, then you can pop up the creators tab in the settings, and you can grab it like we have done before. Copy it, and then go into here, and go ahead and change out the x coordinate with your new x coordinate. So I have -1, so I'm going to type in -1. Change out your y coordinate with your new y coordinate, so I have -61 here. And then change out your z coordinate with your new z coordinate, so I have 3 here. And then for the distances, I would keep it all at 1. You could change the y to 3. That will just make it so from the block right below, we'll go 3 blocks high. And now, once we go ahead and press swords, we are now in swords. Wow, voila. Alright, next up, we want to go into swords and make the item that we want to purchase. As you can see, we have nothing. So we want to add a new command. And then open up button mode. And we're going to sell ourselves an iron sword. Because I got scammed and had to toss my iron sword in lava. So go ahead and make iron sword. I'm just right now copying the command from potions. I have to go to potions. One moment, please. Boop, boop. See, that's the reason I'm copying that command. To save you time and save myself time. So, boop. There we go. And if we open up this command, it is /playsound mob.villager.haggle. This is the first sound that is going to make a, first command that's going to make a sound, which is basically going to be a sound to tell us we don't have enough coins with our next command of /title at initiator, and then scores cash equal 49, action bar, you don't have enough coins. Now, what we're going to do is change this out from these cash numbers to your currency. So if you have a different currency called money or something, change it out to money. Or if you have your currency as banana, go ahead and change it to banana. Because mine is cash, I'm going to make it cash. Now this 49 is going to be the price minus 1. So I'm going to make my sword, say, 100 cash. So I'm going to type in 99, because that is 1 less than 100 cash. Now, if you don't know what 1 less is from 100 cash, get yourself a calculator. It's going to be difficult. This is hard math. Alright, so switch out the other 49 with 99, and then for you don't have enough coins, you can go ahead and change this to whatever else you want. It says coins because I just copied this from my Skygen video, so you can change it to cash, you can change it to bananas, you don't have enough bananas, you could say, get the frick out of my shop, you're poor, get out of my shop, you are poor, you can do that, just to put it into the person's face that they don't have enough money to buy the iron sword. Next up, you want to go ahead and make the next set of commands saying that they do have enough money to buy the sword. So, we're going to play a sound of mob villager yes, saying, oh yeah, it's a happy villager that you just made a purchase from them. And then we're going to change out the price to your actual price. So, this is going to be 100. Now, these 2 dots here are just meaning it's anything above 100. So, 100 and above. So, it can be 5,000. This is just checking if the player has at least 100 cash. And then the 2 dots before the 99 is saying that anything below 99. So if they have $7, they're poor. All right. Next, go ahead and make sure you change out all the other ones to 100 or whatever currency that is going to be. Anytime it says cash, make sure you just change that to your currency and then whatever. All right. Next command after the playsound one is going to be /title at initiator. Bracket scores equals curly bracket cash equals 100 ... As we mentioned before, action bar purchase complete. This is just saying the same thing as this one, but it's now going to say that our purchase was complete. So we can also go ahead and change this to here is the sword, and just change it to whatever you want. You can go ahead and name it to, it's really customizable. It's just what it's going to say after you buy the sword. The next step is going to be /give at a initiator scores equal cash 100 ... splash potion 123, which we're not going to be giving a splash potion. We're going to be giving an iron sword. Now, if you were going to give a potion, then you would do that, and the 23 would mean what type of potion it is. So iron sword, and then we're going to give a 1 iron sword. And then the final thing is going to remove the cash. So /scoreboard players remove at initiator scores cash equal 100 ... cash 100, and that's going to remove the cash. So when we go ahead and press that, we get an iron sword. Now, as you can see, it actually did not say the stuff that I wanted to in the right below. That's because I have an action bar already, which is this little thing where it says my name, cash, and all that stuff. So if we were to turn this off, and then wait a few seconds, then go ahead and buy this again, he would say that. Which I guess is a problem. So let's go ahead, and instead of saying /title, we're going to go ahead and do, I believe, /tell raw. And let me just quickly math with myself. Yeah, /tell raw. So we're going to go ahead, remove action bar. Boom. And then we're going to do, instead of /title, /tell raw. And then we're going to do the exact same thing over here with /tell with this title, and do /tell raw. And then there we go. Now, when we go ahead and buy our iron sword, it did not work. So, I guess you cannot change how he wants to say it. I mean, you can, but right now, my brain is telling me that I'm stupid. So, just go ahead and type in /message. Wait, is /message the right one? Let's see. There we go. Now he whispers to you at the top left, here is your sword. I'm not going to go ahead and fix that, because I don't want to refilm 11 minutes of my, my clip. So, if you want to make it actually prop up where it says, doesn't say whispers to you, and just says, here's my sword, here's the sword, just comment down below, and I will message you, and find if someone's looking for it, just make sure no one else commented it, or just pin a comment. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're hearing me rap. Yep. Okay. Next up, if you wanted to go ahead and say enchant, we're just gonna go ahead and go into here, and instead of doing /give, anytime you want to change it to maybe like enchant, we can go ahead and do enchant and say sharpness 1. And I'm gonna have to get a new item to get enchanted. Oh, look, it's an iron sword. And once I go back to Iron Sword, since I didn't rename it, it's still named Iron Sword, but this time it's going to enchant my item. There we go. Here is the sword, and it's going to be enchanted now. So, say I go grab a wooden axe, and I want to go ahead and do that again. Now it's enchanted. So, now it has sharpness 1. Next up, if you want to go ahead and say give an enchanted item. Say you wanted to skip the process of them enchanting. I was supposed to make this guy give a special item, a special. We're going to be taking something out of the book over there of using a structure load. So go ahead and grab this thing, or just use the same one. I'm just going to bring it over here just to, look pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves a brand new enchanted item. Let's give ourselves a netherite chest plate. And we're going to go ahead and /enchant at us with a blast protection, because I need to be protected by any creeper blasting me. And let's also go ahead and put mending on it. Oh, I did not install it. There we go. Mending. Now we got a blast protection 3, mending 1 netherite chest plate. So we're just going to go ahead, place that in there, and we're going to go ahead and name this item 1. There you go. And every time you make a new item, make sure you name this something different. So if you go ahead and sell a different item, make sure it's item 2. So item 1. And if you want to be more specific, you can name it whatever you'd like. So I just saved it, item 1. And we're going to go into you. And then we're going to go into here. And we're going to do structure load. I believe @p. I'm actually stupid and really don't actually know how to do commands, so I have to go through here. Alright, yes. So item 1. And then you want to do tildes. And okay, so we're gonna have to add one more thing before we can do that. So you're gonna have to do before structure load, and this is why I was confused. We're gonna have to do /execute @p. So what this is going to as at @p with the @initiator. We're gonna actually do that instead. Oh, I just yeah, don't worry about that one. @initiator scores cache equal 100 ... and then we're gonna go ahead and follow it up with run, and then we're gonna follow it up with our command. So structure load item 1. And let me make sure that was spelled correctly. I used a capital. Gotta make sure it is everything is exactly correct, because if it's not, then it won't work. So now if I go ahead and go to iron sword, do I have enough? Wait, I should have enough cash. Okay, wait, what am I doing wrong? Oh no. Hello? Wait. Run structure load item 1. It should work. Structure load item 1. Did I forget something? Oh wait. I know what I did. Okay. After item 1, make sure you add tildes. And then it should work now. There you go. And now I have the netherite chest plate in my hand. Sorry, that was really confusing. if you bear to watch me fail, good job. I do a lot of failing in my videos, and I was failing at making this video like 100 times that I was struggling. So I'm just gonna make like barely any cuts, and yeah. So that is basically the basic of the shop. If you want to add more shops, just go ahead, create new button modes, create new NPCs that branch off, and then create new items in these shops. What I also recommend doing is with every shop, I would only say maximum 5 items. Make it have a back button, so have it go back to like this NPC. So we'll just copy this command and go into here and type it in here, and then grab the coordinates of this NPC and then name this command over here to back. So then the player can go back to this previous NPC by changing out the chords of this, like so. Alright, I believe that's everything to explain how to make yourself a working functional shop. If you want to make yourself a shop such as like this one, you can go ahead and do that by just switching out the execute at p run structure load with /give and /give at p and then the item that you wanted to, or yeah, just that's how you make your shops. Anyways, next up we're gonna make an arena over there. I kind of screwed up making that portion of the video, so we're just gonna cut. Alright, now that I got prepared to make the arena, all I did really was just turn off this to give me more space above my hotbar. I'm going to go through the Aether portal, which has a command that will teleport me there, which I will show you how to make after our arena is made. And there we go, now we're over here, and we're going to start off by building a wall. Now, you don't have to make your arena like I do mine, but I'm going to make myself a massive circular wall and then a massive mountain that I had in the beginning of the video, at least a smaller scale dying version of it, because I'm not going to spend that much time on it. So to start off, to make that massive circular wall, we're going to be using a armor stand that is named wall. To get that, all you have to do is place down an armor stand and then get the name tag and name it wall. So just do exactly how I have it right here. Now your armor stand isn't spinning like mine, because I like making my armor stands look cool. Well, I am just actually doing that for a good reasoning. And it's doing that due to this command right here. So /execute as @e type equal armor stand, name equal wall, at s run tp at s, and then tilde 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 1 tilde. So make sure it looks exactly like this. Just copy it from the description if you need to. And if you change this name to anything else, make sure your armor stand is named that too, and then your armor stand will be rotating. Also, if you went ahead and don't accidentally copy the old command and change this 1 to like a different number, that will change the speed at which your armor stand rotates. But we want it to be 1, as going slow is going to be better for what we're going to be doing here. The next thing that we're going to be doing is turning that command off, is going into actually this command now, which is a run set block grass, because I had a screw up. You can see I had plenty of screw ups as I filmed this part and I screwed it up. We're going to be turning the grass into a border block. So it's going to be called border, I believe. No, I believe it's called a border block. Huh? No. A border wall. Wait a minute. I don't have my command on. See, this is what happens when you do things wrong. Alright, well, we're going to turn it back on. And is it actually border? Am I okay, I am dumb. Alright, is it border block? Okay, so you could have done it the hard way of me just changing the name 100 times, but for whatever item that you want, block that you're looking for, you can easily type in /set block, and then put 3 tildes, and then you can find whatever item block you're looking for and its name, how to spell it properly, in this section right here. And I could have easily found out that that was a border block by pulling this up, but I'm lazy, and I am losing my mind over making this video. So we're just gonna work with, you want to use these border blocks. That is something that you do want to make, so don't change that out, as what these border blocks are doing is making a barrier for players to not go through, so I can't go through this, like so. So, it's basically setting the parameters of our area. If you're making a different arena, just go ahead and grab it by doing /give, and then building your arena like so, and manually placing it like a loser. Yeah, don't get a armor stand to do it for you. Next up, we're going to go ahead and get this command block, which is really similar to the other one of /execute at E type armor stand, name wall, blah, 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 at S. Just make sure you copy it like so, and then run, fill, and then caret, -1, caret, and then the distance. I didn't really explain this actually in this one, but this is the distance from the armor stand, and then 1 block below the armor stand. That's what these carets mean. So 40 blocks away from this armor stand is where the border blocks are going to be, and for this next command, the 40 blocks from the armor stand is going to build our wall, which we're going to be making with the fill command. So from -1, going 40 blocks up, and then we're going to be building a wall. And because our thing is -1 already, we're going to change this to the same level as our armor stand, and we're going to be running, instead of making it air, we're going to make it stone. No, we're going to make it quartz. And because I can't spell quartz, we're going to quickly check the quartz block. Okay, yep, it is quartz block. Quartz block. And now, if we go and turn this on, we can see it building a wall around us, just like so. I am so good at commands that I had only like 50 hiccups throughout this portion. No worries, as the video goes on, I'm gonna have way more. Alright, so we're just gonna wait for the wall to finish, and there you go. Your wall is finished. You can just go ahead and turn this one and this one off, and there you go, you have a wall. You don't really need these guys anymore. You can just go ahead and break them if you want to. Next up, we're going to be making a little tool that's going to allow us to build a mountain really fast, instead of just going ahead and grabbing ourselves a stone over here, grabbing ourselves andesite and a cobble, like a noob, like, gross. Just go ahead, grab the stone, grab your andesite, leave those people to be, and then go over here, outside a bit, and look at this little contraption. Grab yourself another structure block, go ahead and place it above the ground. I would actually go ahead and do that. And open it up, and move the offset from -1 for the Y coordinate to 0. Move the X offset to 1, and then the Z offset to 1. And look around and make sure you have a nice white box over here that is all open of air. And then go ahead and change the size to whatever you'd like. Just make sure all these 3 numbers are the same. This is just going to be how big is going to copy. I would recommend at least make it at 5. If you want to do something smaller and be more precise, make it like 3. I'm going to go ahead and make it slightly bigger to make my life a bit easier when building this mountain. So I'm going to go with 7. Actually, you know what? We're just going to stick with 5. I am indecisive here. Alright, go ahead, name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it rock, as I have it in this command block as named rock. So I'm going to go ahead and just place that as rock. And next up, what I'm going to do is all inside of this big box, I'm going to go ahead and place down the stone. So I'm just going to quickly just place it all down. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna also put some andesite here. To add some variety in the stone. You can add other types of stuff in here. You can go ahead and put water or whatever, wood. Whatever you're going to be making. If you're not making a mountain or something else that's crazy big. Yeah, just put whatever. And finish it off with a little bit of different pizzazz. There we go. Alright, now it looks semi-interesting. I'm just going to add more variation. Just give it some texture. There we go. Now we got our big block. Alright, and then we're just going to save. There. Now we're going to place down a command block just right next to this, and we're going to open it up and make sure it's on repeat, always active, unconditional, and type in this command of /execute as at E, tag equal, OP, has item equal, curly bracket, item equal wooden axe. If you want to use a different item, just go ahead and type that in. But we're going to use a wooden axe as it looks like world edit. Location equals slot weapon main hand at s run structure load rock caret 15 blocks away from us. Now, whatever you named your structure block in here, make sure you name it over here. Now, once that's on, grab the item that you're going to be using. I'm going to be using a wooden axe. And then just go to wherever you want to build. I recommend placing this command block nearby all your where you're going to be building, or placing it in your command area where you're going to have a ticking area. So after you have that there, switch to your wooden axe, and then you can just start building. So I'm going to start making my mountain here by just going around and looking at that, and there you go, you're building now. So I'm just gonna go around, and oh, it's looking nice. I'm just gonna go up, and there we go. Boo. Now this is way better than just going ahead and manually placing all these blocks. I'm going straight to the sky. Okay. Yep, now this is looking like a big turd like it did before, but hey, and there we go. Now, I would take this way slower to make your structure, but because I'm just in a bit of a rush and rather get this video done as I want to get onto other projects, I'm just going to go ahead and make it like so. So there you go. You got yourself a nice big mountain that looks terrible. And we're just going to go ahead and make a way back to our base, back to our spawn area, as we don't want to be real. This is our arena. Getting here, we need a way back. So next up, we're going to be making a way back, which just find a little spot where you want the players to go, and that will be their teleport to go to over there. Okay, so over here we got our teleporter to take us back to our spawn. So under here, I have the commands. I just got them hidden from us. And what you're going to be doing is getting 2 command blocks, 2 repeat ones, one off on the side, and then one just facing into a chain command block. And you can go ahead and put these commands anywhere. You can go ahead and put them with all of your other commands in a ticking area, or you could do what I did and just put it next to the teleporter to take us back. So what we're going to be doing is creating a TP area, which they have to stand in this area for 5 seconds, and then it will teleport them back. So, for example, if someone's fighting, they can't just instantly teleport back to the spawn, and that would just be boring. Alright, so to begin, go ahead and open up this command block here, the one going into the chain, and what you're going to be typing in, make sure it's on needs redstone for right now, and a 20 ticks delay, as every 20 ticks in Minecraft is 1 second. We're going to be typing in /scoreboard players add at A, and then we're going to get the parameters of this area, and then points, and then 1. So to get the parameters of your area, all you have to do is just go ahead, place a block from one corner of your area, go into your chat, get the block position, and then copy it, and then go into your command block and place it. And then what you want to do is go ahead and figure out from this block to the distance from the next one. So from our x coordinate, -167, how many blocks does it take to go to the other side? So 1, 2, 3, 4, that was the -4, as you see in the top left. And then from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was +4. So what we're going to basically be doing is put -167 there, and then -4, as we went -4 blocks this direction. And then we're going to put our y coordinate, which is -60, and then we're going to make it 3 blocks just for the height. And then we're going to go ahead and put z coordinate as 0, and then 4, because we went 4 blocks this direction. You can go ahead and delete these if you don't need them anymore. We're also going to need to create a scoreboard called points, so all you have to do is type in /scoreboard objectives add, then points. You can name this whatever, just make sure you have it as something that will count for 5 points, because we're going to make it teleport a player after they gain 5 points, which we have here at chain conditional always active, and it's going to be /TP at A, then the same parameters, but we're going to add this thing over here, so put a comma, scores equal, curly bracket, points equal 5, and then 2 periods, so if they have 5 or more points, it will teleport them to your spawn point, which you can make your spawn point whatever, just make sure that is your spawn point. Alright, next up, your final thing that you're going to be adding is another repeat command block off to the side. And in this one, it's going to be on repeat, unconditional, always active. And it's going to be slash execute as at A. So it's going to execute on everyone, as everyone. Unless they are not in this area, so unless the entity is not in this area, they will be, their scoreboard will be set to 0. So anytime a player leaves this area, their points will be set to 0. So they have to go back in here and wait 5 points instead of them coming out here and they have 4 points and they come back in here and they have to wait like 1 second. Alright, so now that that's all done, all we have to do is turn this on always active. We can go ahead and close this off. And then any second, after 5 seconds, it will teleport us back to our spawn point. Alright, if you haven't also already, make sure to make this your spawn point. So just all go ahead and put this actually in a command block in your area over here. Make sure you get the area of your spawn. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up my chat, get my position, copy it, and then go over here and put slash spawn point at A, and then put our spawn point. Then put that on always active, just like so. And now everyone will have their spawn point there. Now, if you're going to have like vaults or something, you may want to just get rid of that and just make that a world spawn point by just going into here and making it a set world spawn and then putting the coordinates, just like so. If you have like other spawn locations that someone can spawn in. I'm just going to get rid of that as I don't need it. We're also going to need to set up our portal now. So to do that, all you're going to have to do is go over to your arena. Yeah, this looks terrible. And then find about the center area. Now, if you don't have a designated like spot for them to spawn in, all you have to do is just do a TP command and teleport them to that spot. But we're gonna go ahead and get about the center area, which is gonna be about here, and we're gonna copy this location. I'm just gonna grab the block location. There we go. And then we're gonna head back to our spawn. So I'm just gonna go onto here and wait a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. And then we're gonna go into this command block right here, and we're gonna do slash spread players, and then the coordinates of your area. So my coordinates are going to be this, and then 25 at A and a radius of 3. Actually, you don't need the Y coordinate, and it's going to be something like this. So it's going to be negative 206, 6, 10, 25. 10 is going to be a distance away from another player, and then 25 is going to be the blocks away from the center. So if your arena is about 40 blocks in away, I would make it around, just play test with it and make sure it works first, and make sure that every time a player goes into this, they will be spreaded inside the arena. If it doesn't, then make the number lower. If you want it to go further, make the number higher, blah blah blah. And then a radius of 3. You can go ahead and make this the parameters of the area to make it more exact, but I just have it as a radius of 3 as I'm lazy and I really don't want to put much work into making more of this video. So I'm just going to spread into here, and there we go. It puts us into here. And if I were us to go ahead and copy that command, let me just go ahead and quickly do that and just type it into my chat. You can see it will spread us around the area. So let me quickly just grab this command, boop boop, and then type it in my chat. You can see it will just spread us around the arena like so. It puts us in the ground. I don't know why it's going to be doing that, but sometimes they'll spawn us up on top of the mountain that we goofily made. And there you go. So this is a good way to spread away your players around your arena. You don't have to do that, but that's just a suggestion. Next up, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a spawn protection. As players going to the spawn, we don't want them killing each other in this area. So what you could do is go ahead and either get the whole parameters of your area, like we did with that spot over there, or what we've done for many other parts of this video, or you could just go ahead and make it a radius. So all you have to do, I don't even know what that command is there, I'm just going to break it, is do slash effect at A, and then either put the parameters or put a radius, so R equals, and we're going to make it 50 blocks from the center, and then go ahead and make it instant health, and then go ahead and make it for 1 second at an amplifier of 225, and then true. So if I go ahead and put this down and put it always active and place that in a command block, actually, Let me make sure that's in a command block. There we go. Everyone will now be getting instant health for 12225. And if I was to go ahead and test this out by putting it on @E and placing down a villager, let me go ahead and grab a villager. Put him down, and I try to punch him. He shouldn't die. So, let me just go to him. Yeah. He shouldn't die. What you could also do is go ahead and change instant health to resistance. Resistance, and then put it at 1, and then 5. That's going to be 5 when it goes to 4. And see, it's 5. This will give you basically 100% damage reduction, which should be the same thing. Many times I hit this guy, he won't die. You can also make it weakness, or you can make it strength 1225. Strength will just make it so you basically don't do any damage to anyone. If I could spell it right. There you go, 1225. We'll make it true. By making it true, you won't get particle effects. If I go ahead and turn off true, then everyone will be getting particle effects, and that's up to you if you really want particle effects. So if I go find the villager that's running away, here we go. Never mind, don't listen to me, I'm stupid. So just break that. Technically, it shouldn't work. But with the villager, I guess he just dies. Anyways, that will create spawn protection, trust me. Next thing we could do is go ahead and make like a VIP area. If you want to have VIP areas, all you can do is just go ahead and create a little area. Let's create a little room over here. I'm just speed running as I want to get this video done. Boom, boom, boom. So this is our VIP area. We're just gonna go ahead, create a little small section here. Boop. Alright, cool. This looks ugly, but hey, we're gonna deal with it. Bop, bop, bop. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, cool. So, this is our VIP area. Players won't be able to go through here if they don't have the VIP access. And to set that up, what we're gonna do is grab the parameters of this area. So, let's go ahead, grab the clock position of that. And we're gonna go into the command and do /TP at A in the parameters. We're gonna get the parameters, so place that. So our x coordinate is going to be 5, our y coordinate is going to be -60, and our z coordinate is going to be -1. And then we want to specify the range. So if we go with our x coordinate here, it's going to not move at all, so it's just going to be 0. So we're going to put in here dx equals 0. And then our y coordinate, we're gonna make it pretty high so they can't just jump over this barrier that we're gonna be making. So dy equals like 4. And then our z coordinate, it's going to go 2 blocks in this direction. So that's going to be, oh wait, no, our x coordinate's going this direction. Our z coordinate is not gonna move. I'm having a stroke. I'm so sorry, y'all. So our dz is actually going to be 0. And then our x coordinate is going to be going by -2, right? No, +2. Trust. I am raw footage right now. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and TP them to our spawn. So this is our spawn over here. So grab the spawn point. Boop, boop. And then put them here. Alright. Now, anytime that they go ahead, if I turn this on, they go ahead and go into this area, it will teleport them back to spawn. You can go ahead and teleport them like 1 block back if you don't want them to teleport all the way to the spawn, but I just have it like so. Now, we gotta make it so any VIP players can go through here, so what we want to do is add a tag. So /tag @s add, and then we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a VIP player. Now, as you can see, we still can't go into here, so what we gotta do is go into this command block right here, and go into the @A, and then put in tag equals !, to mean anything but these people, and then VIP, the same way that you spelled it when you created it. So now that I'm VIP player, I can go inside of here. So there you go. Now we've created a VIP thing. Now you could do the same thing with VIP with making like a VIP kit. So like over here, we can go ahead and make a VIP kit by just go ahead and add another little section here by doing, let's go ahead, add tag, and then go ahead and make tag equal to anything, VIP. So we're not doing an exclamation mark, so only VIPs can purchase this kit. So if we go out of this now, and let's turn on our money, just make sure we have enough money to purchase that. Alright, so we do have 100 cash. We're probably need to give myself more cash. But if I go onto here, I can buy the kit because I'm a VIP player. But if I were to go ahead and give myself more cash, let's go ahead, give myself 1,000 cash, and remove the VIP tag from ourselves. So you can do /tag us at s remove VIP. So anytime you want to give someone a VIP tag, just go ahead and type in their name, or go ahead and create a command that will give it to them. So now that I removed it from us and go onto here, I can't buy it anymore. So now it's basically a VIP item only. And there you go. So that should basically cover everything that you need for a KitPVP server. I know the video kind of got scuffed here at the end because I could tell you I've had this video on my mind to finish for quite a while because I made a community post and I decided I was going to make this, and I don't really actually feel like making it, so this is your KitPVP server. You could decorate it, change it however you like, but you have now the commands for a kill and death counter, a shop, a kit shop, making an arena. You don't really have to do that, but teleporting yourself to the arena and making yourself little VIP areas, such as so. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below. I do respond to comments all the time. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and goodbye.